Hey guys, what's going on? Dom here, and I know I've been gone for like maybe a week or so, give or take, and just dealing with a lot of IRL stuff. Nothing too major, nothing too out of this, out of my realm of comfort. 6.8 earthquake occurred in Japan, but we were on tsunami warning for a little bit, but nothing really came out of it, so everything's good there. That wasn't necessarily one of the reasons why I was I took a break. But those reasons are gone now. They're kind of relevant. So we're going to jump right into this rumor. I'm kind of playing catch up, but I'm not at the same time because these are pretty recent. So we got new leak, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Super bold. Super bold right there, my guy. And his name's Lickitung. Lickitung, but he added leak to it. That's classic. Unverified. And I guess they put it as unverified. He says, my post got deleted somehow, so I am posting this again. Appreciate you, my guy. So a really close friend of mine has been working on Sword and Shield for a couple of years after he finished his work on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and got switched to the new project. I haven't played the game myself, but he shared with me some confidential information. Okay, alright. Disclaimer, everything mentioned in that leak that got posted in 4chan back in May 24, 2019 is true. So I would not go over those points again. I will only cover either new information or some overlaps with that previous leak. So that's we're definitely gonna go in here with some doubt, grain of salt all over the place, and a grain, the whole salt shaker, I guess. It's easy to pick up and just say, hey, that leak from back then is true. Well, we know it's true because we saw the Sword and Shield thing at E3. We saw the treehouse, whatever. Let's move on. 96 new Pokemon. Okay, cool. That number's been thrown around a lot. That exact same number. I'm not sure how I feel about that, if it's right or not. Now it says 19 Galar variants plus 42 Gigantamaxing forms. So is he saying 19 plus 96 plus 42, or is he saying that the 19 and the 42 are included in the 96? I guess we'll find out more later. It's Gigantamaxing is something that's not been confirmed right at this moment. It's just something that's been hinted at multiple times. I feel like, personally, I think it's going to be another thing to like Dynamax, the other side to the whole thing. Wooloo has 2 different evolution forms. Alright, cool. And they can be triggered depending on which weather you are at the moment they reach the evolution level. Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. I like that. A sheep that changes its evolution pattern depending on the weather. That's pretty cool. I think the thing that pops into my head is that Wooloo, for example, because its wool absorbs certain things. You know, if you have like me, I have curly hair. If it's hot outside, you're usually gonna be hotter because your hair absorbs that heat to some degree. And same thing with rain. That should be, I guess everyone with hair understands that your hair absorbs it to some degree. So what pops into my head is that Wooloo it's raining outside, it turns into a water form, and then if when it evolves, and then if it's sunny outside, it absorbs the sun's rays and turns into like a fire form. So that'd be pretty cool to see whichever one we pick, and that's awesome. That's pretty cool. And I wonder if we're gonna get like a they're gonna separate it between Sword and Shield. Like Sword gets like the water and fire, and then Shield gets like the electric or like the grass or whatever biome. There isn't really like a grass like weather effect. It's just something I'm throwing off the top of my head. Paying no attention to that exactly. So exclusive for the starter's 3rd form. They will have slight visual differences based on its gender. This does not affect gameplay. Okay, I guess that's nothing outrageous because Venusaur has like a different thing with the male and female with the tiny little C on top of its bulb. Camping can only be performed at the different wild areas and will offer gameplay connectivity with the still to come Pokemon Sleep. Player can assign one of their Pokemon to the camping tent, which sends them to Pokemon Sleep. Bringing them back from the app in the day will not only reward player with unique items that feeds back to the overall camping gameplay listed before, but also can improve chances for your Pokemon to attack first during the next few battles. Okay, that's that last thing was like super detailed, where it was like gives you a chance to attack first. That's during next few battles. As far as wild battles, trainer battles, how much is this attacking first thing is going to be? Is it going to be like this major thing that you kind of need to do to beat certain people? If that's the case, then that means that these computers are going to be pretty hardcore pretty tough for us to beat. Breeding and eggs hatching is part of the game. However, a new type of egg will be available. This is the tie-in with incubators and hatching eggs in Pokemon Go. Using the Pokeball Plus, the player will be able to connect this new type of egg to the device and walk around in real life. They can decrease the time needed to hatch. Hatching only happens in Sword and Shield. Okay, that sounds very similar to how you can only evolve Meltan in Pokemon Go. You cannot evolve it in Let's Go, even though it exists in that game. Eternatus, however you want to pronounce it. The third legendary will be revealed later in the game, and this encounter will occur in a raid boss format. Your player will require to Gigantamax the legendary for the first time to be able to beat and capture Eternatus. Saving him from darkness. Eternatus will not have a Gigantamax form now. Okay, so we meet him in a raid boss format. But we have to Gigantamax. He's not going to be in Gigantamax, but why is he in a raid boss format? Is he going to be so... he's going to be buffed somehow. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. I really want to see if that part's true. It sounds kind of convoluted. Time limited raid boss events will be available in the game, where Game Freak provides unique encounters with some of the most popular Pokemon. Okay, I guess they already gave us that to some degree. Didn't they already give us like it was a certain number of turns we got to beat the raid boss? We already know that pretty much. And we're expecting unique encounters because they do like community days for Pokemon all over the world, and where only certain Pokemon can be caught for a certain amount of time. Makes sense. There are 8 gyms in total, and they happen in a linear manner. Every badge the player collects is added to a new gold ring device that serves pretty much as a display of what player has earned thus far. Okay, I think we've seen that before. Collecting all 8 badges forms a key made of the golden ring that is used to access the Elite Four building at the north of Galar. Okay. After Elite Four, the player has to use his key one more time to get access to an elevator that leads to the champion located in the top of the Crystal Tower. However, on the way to this elevator, the player is surprised by a pack of hyena-looking Pokemon that is running away from Team Yell. This encounter makes the player lose their gold ring device and all of its badges. Oh wow, it's interesting. How did those? So you're already in the elite. You're already in the Pokemon League. You've beaten the Elite Four, if they're going to be 4 people or whatever they want to do. You're on the elevator, and somehow hyena-looking Pokemon and Team Yell have bypassed the 4 previous Elite Four members that you just defeated, steal your ring, and then leave. Okay, all right. I want to see what's the explanation for that. How they get past them. Strange. Player has to head back to Professor Magnolia Labs to receive a new gold ring device and collect all badges all over again. The second time around, players can collect badges in any order. Gym Masters will be stronger, and their Pokemon team composition is mostly new and or evolved. Okay, so on that seems kind of that's really awesome idea. I like it gives you like a new twist to it, so you can pick the order that you go in. But here's the question: if you do not have the badge, because at this point you've already lost it, you don't have the badge, shouldn't that isn't it like a legal thing in the Pokemon League rules where the actual gym leader has to battle you with the actual team that's for his gym? He can't battle you with his actual team that he's been raising his entire life. Because if that were the case, I mean, but that would be boring. Because you go, let's say, like you go and fight Brock. He has like his Geodude, his Onix. You lose Brock's badge. You go back and you have like level 58 Pokemon. He has like the Geodude Onix. I guess it would make sense for them to make them stronger. It would be super easy. But that's like a whole, like, I guess an in-anime thing I'm thinking about, where you fighting them again wouldn't it be the same Pokemon on the same level? But that's not the same thing with the anime. Expect a new Pokemon Direct in mid-August where Game Freak reveals Team Yell. 3 new Pokemon and the next gym leader, Kabu. Okay, I think he mentioned? I think he's one of the ones that was mentioned in the last on the last leak that we had. Finally, I want to keep the suspense for a little bit longer, but I can confirm that from all those fake confidential concept arts for the starter's last form, one of the starters was actually a real leak. Oh wow, okay. Now I'm super I'm interested, really. I think the one that we got the most out of was Grookey. Grookey was the one that we saw a lot more people posting stuff for Grookey. His final form was like a big point of interest for us. So these are all pretty awesome. This is really giving more credence to the whole Gigantamaxing thing. It's pretty awesome. This name Eternatus is showing up again multiple times. That's pretty interesting. I guess we'll wait and see how this turns out, but I like the idea of you losing your gym badges and having to get them all over again. Because the thing with X and Y is you go through those games, I cannot remember any part of those games, to be honest with you. I played through it once. I played through all the other previous games multiple times. I played through, of course, everyone knows Kanto like the back of their hand. Johto, because it's part of Kanto's in Johto. Kanto's a part of the Gold and Silver series. Ruby and Sapphire because they already had the remake. And I'm gathering that when or if we get the Diamond Pearl remakes, I'll be able to remember the majority of the Sinnoh region. But as far as like no, not really black and white, but like X and Y, can't remember those, to be honest with you. That region. So it gives you more, this is going to make you more familiar with the region, maybe for you to appreciate it more, for you to visit parts that you wouldn't otherwise visit in other games. So that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see this. I'm glad to be back to start making more videos again, and we'll get the ball rolling soon. I'll try to maybe do it daily, maybe every other day, depends on my schedule. But I think that'll do it for this video. Guys, Dom out.